In this video, 3 tests that women subject men to, often without them knowing, how to recognize these tests and how to pass them. Hey guys, this is Jimmy Roos. If this is your first time watching any of my content and you like it, smash that like button, subscribe and turn on the bell notifications so that I can notify you whenever I post new content. And let's get into this video. Now, like I said, there are 3 common tests that women subject men to and that they often fail miserably. Now let's first look at why do women test men? Now, women are biologically programmed to select the best men, the men with the best genes to produce children with. This means men who have the physical attributes of strength and attractiveness, but also the most intelligent, so that when they sleep with these men and produce children, their offspring would have the best possible chance of not only surviving, but thriving. So that's why women test men. But here's the thing, many of these tests are so subtle that men are not even aware that they are being tested. If you pass this test, she'll give you her number or go on an instant date with you if you are ready to take her on one. So the first test is the adaptability test. These are one of the most common tests, and it usually comes early in the interaction. And they come in the form of objections, challenging questions, or even dismissive statements. So here are some examples. She may say, "You are not my type. You are too short. You are too old. You are a player." You probably say this to every girl. "What do you want to do with my number?" And finally, she may even say, "I have a boyfriend." Now, all of these examples that I've given you are designed to test your ability to be fast on your feet, to think fast, because she expects you as her man to be able to confidently handle whatever situation the two of you would ever encounter in life. Number 2 is the leadership test. Most women want a leader, a man who is confident in himself and his abilities, a man who knows what he wants and is ready to lead her. And when they meet such a man, they will go out of their way to please him. However, most men fail this test miserably because they try to please a woman in the erroneous belief that if they cater to her preferences, if they do what pleases her, she will like them, which couldn't be further from the truth. Now I know that relationships and what I'm trying to teach you here is counterintuitive. It doesn't make any sense. However, if it didn't work, I wouldn't bother teaching it to you. And here's a little confession. When I started out, this stuff didn't make sense to me either. And I too tried pleasing women and failed miserably. I even got taken advantage of quite a few times. So I learned some painful lessons that I would like you to avoid. So here are some examples of the leadership test. And when you show leadership qualities, you will not encounter this test. So these tests actually come when you don't show leadership qualities. And for example, if you ask her, what does she want? Where does she want to go? You want to take her on a date. And you're asking her, where do you want to go? What do you like? What do you want to eat? And the answer to all of those questions would be, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. And unfortunately, most guys don't realize this is a test. So the way you pass the leadership test is, number 1, to take leadership. You decide where the two of you are going to go. The first and only thing that you ask a woman is, when are you free? Once she tells you when she's free, then you suggest a place and a time for you and her to go on a date. If she doesn't like, for whatever reason, since she's already told you the date that she's free, if she doesn't like the place, then it's up to her to suggest an alternative. Maybe you are not from that place. Maybe you are just in town for a weekend. It's your first time there. You don't know the place. And you meet this woman that you like. And she's from there. She knows all the places. So you suggest a place and she may not like it. Or she may know a better place. She's free to suggest that. But that's after you have taken leadership. That's after you have said, okay, let's go to this place and I'll pick you up at this time. Is that fine? And then if she doesn't like it for whatever reason, she can suggest an alternative. But that's how you take leadership. You don't ask her, what do you like? You want to go here? You want to go there? You want to go at this time? You want to go at that time? So the next test number 3, is the disrespect test. It's the test where she disrespects you to see how you would respond. Now, the first 2 tests that I've mentioned, they usually come early in the interaction. The disrespect test comes much later, usually, after she's agreed to go on a date with you. And she could have agreed to go on a date with you even though she didn't think you were much of a man. Now, this would be the type of woman whose intentions may not be pure. She may just want to take advantage of a situation, take advantage of you and get a free meal. And if this test come up in, let's say on a date, chances are she probably already tested you earlier in the interaction and you probably didn't pick up. Or you brushed it off because you were desperate to please her. So a woman like this would be perfectly aware what your motivation is, that you are desperate to get into her pants. And she would use that as leverage to get what she wants. So here are some examples of this disrespect test. She may get on her phone while you are on the date with her. Or even during the initial interaction. Let's say you met her on the street and you are busy chatting to her and she gets a call. And she takes out her phone and starts talking to this person, whoever it is. That's to check how you will respond. If you are the guy who will just stand and wait there for her to finish her call, she's perfectly aware that you are there and you are waiting for her. And she sees you as a weak man. So if she still agrees to go on a date with you after that, it's not because she sees you as a man that is worthy of having sex with her or being in a relationship with her. All she sees you is as a meal ticket. Someone that she can take advantage of. So another thing that she can do as part of this disrespect test on this date that you're on with her is to run up a large tab by ordering a lot of stuff. And she may even talk rudely to you. All of these are behaviors of a woman who doesn't respect the man that she's with. So the key to passing this respect test, respect or disrespect test, is to be decisive. From the beginning, when you meet her and she does something that you don't like, call her out. Say, hey, I don't take that behavior from anyone. So if you can't speak to me in a better way, then I'm out of here. And see how she responds. If she apologizes and say, I'm sorry, then you can continue. But if she comes up with an attitude, if she displays a certain attitude, then you walk away from her. Calling out a woman at the moment when she disrespects you, not only will this ensure that she stays in line, but you challenging her will actually increase her attraction level for you, because respect is a part of attraction. The more a woman respects a man, the more his value increases in her eyes, and the greater the attraction she feels for him. For a woman to be attracted to you, your value has to be greater than hers. Let me know in the comments what you think about what I just shared. And if you haven't subscribed, smash the like button, subscribe, turn on the bell notifications, and I'll see you in the next video.